Do you know that election rigging hurts persons with disability the most? You may be doubting me, but let me explain. Give me time to explain. Let me say something clearly today. Election rigging is not just about politics. It's not about stealing voices or stealing votes. And when voices are stolen, persons with disabilities are among the most affected. So, let me tell you why. A wheelchair user struggles through the bad road to reach the polling unit. He has gone through a lot to get to the polling unit. A blind voter who uses Braille ballot guide to vote independently, he goes through a lot to do that. A deaf person who comes out with all the communication challenges makes it difficult for him. People are not understanding him. He managed to vote even though there's no sign language interpreter at the polling unit. They overcome all these challenges, they overcome it. You understand? Just for them to participate. So now imagine their vote being manipulated. How would they feel? This is not just about rigging. That is disrespectful and that is injustice, especially for these people who have gone through a lot. Even imagine a spinal cord injury person who goes through a lot of hustles, a lot of pain, come to the polling unit and voted. And his vote was stolen. His mandate was manipulated. Imagine how he feels. So, even though the law guarantees equal participation of persons with disabilities in public life, including the United Nations Convention of Rights of Persons with Disabilities, but when elections are rigged, it directly affects all these commitments that they have made. So let's be honest, when results are manipulated, qualified candidates with disabilities who contested that election, they are always the most affected people because they don't even have the money to bribe anybody. They don't have the money to rig election. Most times they are always rigged out. So that is what has happened. So this thing has actually destroyed the trust of a lot of persons with disabilities who have the mind to contest. So they withdraw from the political process. They don't want to be part of it because they may not even be able to be elected because the process will always be manipulated. So inclusion is not just about ramps or priority in queues. Inclusion also means that vote must count because when it's counted, it makes it easier for persons with disabilities to also participate. So that's exactly what you need to also have in mind. So democracy that ignores electoral integrity cannot claim to protect the right of the minority. We must demand transparent elections, accountability when there is rigging, and then protect the vote of the vulnerable voters. That is true inclusion because democracy must work for everyone, including us, persons with disabilities, must also work for us. So if you believe that every vote should count, just share this video. Let your voice be heard. Thanks for watching and see you in another one.